We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
I feel like this is funny. This room makes it look kind of almost sepia-ish.
What?
A sepia tone. It's a filmmaking. It's like a. Never mind.
Just let's not.
It's a filter on the
it.
camera that you use in movies. Sepia tone. Boom.
Got
there you go.
it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Will this help with this?
No, because that doesn't help with anything.
No. I killed Kyle. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. Yes, we are back from our month-long hiatus.
Woo.
I'm Robbie. Kyle's here as well. How you doing, buddy?
I am pretty good. How are you?
Good. It's beautiful weather outside. Yeah, it's getting a little bit darker earlier, and yeah, it's beginning to look a little bit more like fall, except during the days. These last couple of days, it felt like borderline like summer again. We're making the most of it. Enjoying it, but yeah, we're back and we're happy to be back. I hope you did enjoy my sort of filler content with my weekly Robbie's football recap each of the last few weeks that we've been away. Apparently somebody outside enjoyed it. The wind just picked up there. Could be ghosts.
Or it could be a sprinkler. I'm not sure.
Oh,
could be one of those
yes,
two,
it could be too. Lots of interesting things. You never know what kind of sounds you're going to hear during an on a couch filming. But anyway.
Exactly.
So, now that we're back, first of all, want to welcome back and thank our sponsors, Zion Organizing and Wes Woodson, for their continued support. As always, their links will be in the description. So definitely check them out. For tonight's episode, we wanted, especially since we've been off for a little while, we wanted to kind of come back and keep things simple. Nice, simple, easy, on a couch episode. So we're going to do an episode consisting of the Souz reviews and the Robbie's football recap for you. And that's going to be the episode. Which we always enjoy these kinds of nice, easy to plan, easy to record episodes. And since we haven't gotten one in a little while, since our last actual On a Couch episode, I'm actually going to let Kyle go first this week with another, what I'm sure is riveting edition of the Souz Reviews, a month in the making. So Kyle, why don't you take it away for the folks?
Cool. All right. So I'll start off with I got two reviews for you tonight. So hopefully they won't be too long. If they're too long, you guys can just tap me in the head or shoulder or whatever and say, "Hey, Kyle, come on, move it," or at least he'll do it.
I'll just do it anyway. Just periodically, just tap you on the head for no reason whatsoever.
Just to make things interesting. Though.
Yeah.
So The first thing I was going to start with, so one of the games I actually completed recently was Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door. So for those of you that don't know, Paper Mario is a Mario RPG series, if you will, where you control Mario and you go around different towns and you fight enemies in turn-based battles. A little bit like games like Final Fantasy, but they give you a little more control in the battle. So they do things like timed button hits. So whenever Mario swings his hammer, you have to press A at the right time, or you have to pull back the joystick at the right time, and boom, you'll get actually better attacks that way. And you can also block enemies that way too. If they try to hit you, you press A and boom, you actually get damage reduced from the enemy's attack. So that's pretty nifty. So it's a series that has been going on for a while, but they had just remade it for the Switch in beautiful, glorious HD from the ground up. And after playing it and beating it, I thought it was, okay. I really enjoyed the game overall. I thought it was a very well-made game. Nintendo really never slacks in the game department when it comes to just creating really very interesting worlds and very like just unique scenarios and just incredible innovative gameplay. And this was no different. I thought that in this, because this is technically the second in the Paper Mario series. The first one came out in '64. The second one, the Thousand Year Door, originally was on GameCube, but now it's on Switch. And it really, I thought, expanded on a lot of the stuff from the first game, and I thought it did those really well. And it kind of kept what really worked from that game when it comes to like moving around the field and the battle system and everything. But that was also a little bit where I kind of that's where my complaint lies a little bit too, because so this is also a follow-up from Mario RPG. That was the very first Mario RPG that came out all the way back in the Super Nintendo days. And that game I thought it's still one of my all-time favorite games to this day. And Paper Mario, I wish they kind of carried some of that over rather than some of what they did in the first Paper Mario. Like, I wish they kind of carried more Mario RPG stuff over because, in Paper Mario, you can only control 2 characters. In Mario RPG, you can control 3. And in Mario RPG, you can, I feel like, unlock way more moves. Paper Mario, it's very limited to, like, the jump and hammer moves, I feel like. But it does have a very innovative badge system, so you can collect a lot of different badges that make Mario do different, have different effects. Like, it can make them, like, run faster in the field or something like that. Or it'll make battles easier. It'll make him raise his HP and all that stuff. So, I always liked that system. It was really great. But I just kind of wish they, I don't know, I miss having 3 characters, guys. But that's okay. It is what it is. It still was a really, really great experience. I love the story. The story is fantastic. Like, I don't want to spoil too much, but basically Mario goes to this place called Rogueport, and he finds out that Peach is missing because she had gone there previously. So he's trying to find where Peach went. She's like the princess he always rescues in all the games. And so that's where the story begins. And he kind of meets all the kind of colorful characters throughout the world. And he recruits partners. And a lot of the scenarios are very creative. There's actually one point where they actually kind of riff on Murder on the Orient Express. So there's a whole level where it just takes place on a train and you're trying to solve this mystery, and it's actually really fun. Like, I really like those parts.
I got a question though. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
But are there strangers on the train?
Yes. Every one of them.
Sorry, I just couldn't help myself.
No, I see where you're getting there. I'm sure you guys were picking up what he was putting down.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. I didn't.
No.
Nothing.
That deserves a high five.
Nothing
Good
to do with anything.
That was good.
I just had to do that. So anyway, continue.
Nailed it.
I'll be over here if need be.
Think of it this way. I put the ball on the tee and you just swung. And
You threw me that nice fastball down the middle, and I just went boom.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got the home run. Got the grand slam.
I did.
Love it. That's actually a better analogy.
Both work. As I further derail this interview.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I think everyone needed that, so it's all good. I bet some of you guys are like, what is Kyle talking about? Paper Mario RPG, what?
Ooh, strangers on a train.
Oh yes, okay, good. we're back. But yeah, no. So it was a good, overall it was a good story. Like, not my favorite of the Mario RPG overall series. Like, that's a whole discussion I can get into another time. Because there's been tons of Mario role playing games, but for what it was, like, I really enjoyed it, and I really do think that you guys will enjoy it as well, especially if you're Mario fans, or if you're just fans of a good story with a lot of funny dialogue. There's a lot of really funny dialogue in this game, so you'll enjoy it. And it is nice to have a Mario game where not only you do like or Mario RPG game where not only you do a lot of turn-based battles, but this game does a very good job. I think it even excels other Mario RPGs in how they handle the overworld, and there is actually a bit of light puzzle solving and some kind of platforming that you do, so it does still kind of feel like a Mario game in that sense. So, and it's a sort of a pseudo side-scrolling almost 2D, 3D kind of mixture. So I think you guys will like it. So yeah, definitely recommend that. And for the movie, it's Halloween season. I just saw this movie called Oddity. Oh my goodness, it is a great movie. This review is going to be shorter because I don't want to go too much in this story. It's basically about
no spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into heavy spoilers or anything, but I'll just give you the very... It's one of those movies where I think it's best if you just go and watch it. So I'm just going to give you... I'm going to do just kind of light story setup spoilers. So if you don't want to hear them, just, skip on to Robbie's review and then come back to my review once you've seen the movie. In any case, so you've been warned. Light story spoilers. It's about this... I'm trying to think how do I say it without spoiling too much? Okay, it's about this woman who moves into this castle with her husband. Her husband's he's kind of like a rich doctor type. And what happens is this mysterious guy kind of shows up at this woman's front door. And then, it just cuts to black. And then you find out that she got murdered or she died. So that's all you know. You don't know the full story of what happened. But then you find out that her... twin sister who's blind but also is a medium and owns this incredible like this shop of like haunted things and gifts and stuff like that, sort of like not gifts but you know what I mean, like one of those shop of almost like an antique store, if you will, of just random things that are haunted. So she actually ends up investigating what happened to her sister. And she ends up actually going to the exact murder site, which was, the murder site, which was this kind of beautiful house. It's like a house castle that her sister and her husband had owned. So she goes to the site and she kind of ends up trying to find out what happened. And it's a very creepy, very well made, kind of a supernatural type movie. I'm not going to say any more of the story there because you have to kind of find out, the way the movie plays out, it's you have this very uneasy feeling, and it's got a lot of very surprisingly creepy scenes, and especially when you find out what her plan is, and how she goes about finding out what happened to her sister. It's very whoa, I haven't seen too many movies like it. So definitely recommend Oddity. You can probably watch. You can watch on Shudder. I don't know if there's any other channels you can, but worst comes to worst, you could probably even just rent it or something on Amazon or iTunes. So, but yeah, definitely check it out if you're looking for a really creepy yet different sort of horror thriller. So Oddity, boom.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Kyle, for those lovely reviews, plural. Much appreciated. Glad to have the Souz reviews back for the episode. And don't worry, folks. If you need your fill of the Souz reviews, there may be some off-week Souz reviews episodes coming in the near future. I mean, I don't want to spill the beans too much here, but it's a possibility. I'm just saying.
No spoilers.
No, it's not spoiling anything, but just be on the lookout. I will say that. But speaking of things that have been sort of kept up while we were away, it's time for the Robbie's football recap. It was kind of not such a great week in Robbie's football recap land. It was a 1-3 week overall. The only team that won was the Wellesley High School football team that had a convincing victory against Newton North on Friday night to go to 5-1 on the season. So great start to the year for the Wellesley High football team continues. They will be back in action this coming Friday night against rival Natick. A big road game Friday night over in Natick. So looking forward to that one. Battle of two 5-1 teams currently.
Ooh.
So,
nice.
Anytime Wellesley and Natick get together in any sport, it's always, especially football, it's always a good one. So definitely one to watch out for. BC, unfortunately, lost last Thursday to Virginia Tech. They are now 4-3 on the year. They'll be back in action also on Friday night at home against Louisville. pretty good Louisville team. So
Very
going to be another tough battle for them. Hopefully the Eagles can get back on track and snap their little 2-game losing streak that they are on. Patriots lost. That's about it. Patriots lost. In London, they went to London, they played the Jaguars, and they still lost.
Is anyone surprised?
No, at this point, this season, no one is surprised. Everyone is just, counting down the days till next season.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, but like I said, it was a disappointing loss, but it is what it is. I'm trying to do some little research here as to who their next game is against and why. Oh yeah, it's the Jets on Sunday. The Patriots will be back at home to play the Jets on Sunday. They already lost big to already once this season, so not very high expectations for that one, but we shall see. And unfortunately, my fantasy team lost this week as well. Unfortunately, I was leading going into like the final games yesterday. And unfortunately, just the other team had players who had, put up good enough numbers, and I just couldn't pull it out. So I'm 5-2 now. Still in a three-way tie for second place. Doing, not doing horribly, and we'll be looking to get back on track this coming week. So
there you go. Still early enough.
Yeah, exactly. Still not even halfway through the season yet. So just keep on going strong. But the one other thing I wanted to say is that tonight is a special night in the Boston sports world, because tonight is the both regular season and home opener for your defending NBA champion Boston Celtics. They are playing right now as we speak over at good old TD Garden against the New York Knicks in the season opener. They raised banner 18 to the rafters prior to the game. Nice. And right now, by the way, quick score update, the Celtics are currently winning 54-35 over the Knicks in the second quarter. So off to a great start so far in this 2024-25 season as they look to defend their crown again, banner number 19 to the rafters. So
cool.
Definitely best of luck to them as they do that. So that is going to wrap it up for this edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I want to thank our sponsors, Zyman Organizing and Wes Woodson. Big ups to them.
Thanks, guys.
Please feel free to give us a like and subscription here on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and again, as always, please don't find us in real life. We don't really like that. No. But anyway, until we see you next time, that's Kyle. I'm Robbie, and thanks for tuning in to this brand new edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. Bye, everybody.